Alright. Win the die roll. Playing first. Gotta keep this. Gots to keep this. So if we're going cat into initiate, does that mean alright. I'm still going to play cat first. Like, it kind of makes sense to go fanbearer into initiate, because then on turn 3 I can play cat and tap. I guess I'll miss out on the lifelink. I convinced myself. Alright. It's not bad either, is it? Alright, so we're going to attack with the initiate, exerting it. Then we're going to go companion, sacred cat. And then next turn we can go warrior and still tap with fanbearer too, which is pretty sweet. Two lands from our opponent there too. So I can play Gustwalker plus warrior this turn. Maybe I'm supposed to just offer some trades up then. They probably just snap trade companion for skirmisher, but then I guess I can't attack into the Can also just be patient and play my two creatures. Can also tap the skirmisher, attack with the companion. And this trade actually seems good because blue-red's going to have a lot of prowess effects. It's not a great trade for us. But it also, if I tap this, well, then they just, they're missing their land drop too, so I can start to just really set up for a good board state. Alright, I think that we just offer the companion to the slaughter here. Trade it off for the skirmisher, because they can't embalm for at least 2 turns. And then I'll play warrior Gustwalker. Okay. So not a great trade for us here, but I think one I'm going to ultimately be satisfied with. Because we're going to get 2 more creatures, and next turn it's going to be a lot of things attacking, so this is okay with me. Out of cards in hand, officially, but got a lot of board. Alright. Sounds good. So we can attack with this. They can double block and we can only kill one thing though. It's another thing I can do. I suppose the most brutal thing I can do right now is just tap the lizard and swing with these 3, exerting all 3, and that's 4, 7, 10 damage. But then we'll have 3 tap dudes next turn, which doesn't seem that great. Another thing we can do is just swing with all 3, exerting without tapping the fanbearer, and then follow up with Spearmaster, which is also okay only. basically not taking advantage of Fanbear here is hurting us a little bit. But yeah, I think the plan is, I don't really want to trade Initiate for either of these, to be honest. But I also should continue to progress the board, especially if I'm exerting 3 creatures, which I plan on doing. I mean, another thing I can do is tap the okay. I can tap the Kinra and attack with Initiate, Exert, and then don't exert these 2, and they probably trade the Gustwalker. But then they take 6, and I can attack with Bitterblade Warrior next turn. But I still don't get to play the Spearmaster. I just want to do the best thing here, and I'm not sure what it is. I think we're just going to keep the threats coming. So I think I'm just going to exert all 3. And we're going to play the Spearmaster and see how however they block here. I don't think they're going to double block Initiate, but they very well could. I mean, it's not like their blocks are phenomenal here anyway. Yeah, like if that's their best block, they're taking 7. We'll have 2 exerted creatures, but I get a Spearmaster. They still have to play creatures. And they're always a Fanbear tap away from some scariness. Alright, so now we guess we tap Kenra, attack Spearmaster with Exert, take him to 4. And we'll play Land and Go. Okay. So this should be lethal now. Well, no, it is. I think, right? Maybe not. I tap this. And I only have 3 attackers? Okay. So I guess tap the Minotaur. And we attack with Initiate, Cat, and Gustwalker. Because if I don't attack with the Cat, they can double block the Initiate and still live, but this forces them to chump the Initiate, which I think is ultimately better for us. Because we still get the Cat back anyway, so it's actually good. That's nasty. That is simply nasty. Alright. So playing as blue-red, assuming spells deck, we've got prowess cards. This is where this card would fit the most, I suppose. Thresher Lizard. Good if you're spewing your hand out. Fine, actually, even if you're not. Emberhorn Minotaur is always good. Seeker is... So, I mean, it appears to be a spells deck. But a spells deck in which we saw no spells, which is strange. But, yeah, we got to assume there's probably some flyers, but I think we got to chill. Oh, yeah, I forgot to change my deck between rounds. I screwed up. All right, we'll cut a forest again. I got to remember to do that. Hopefully I do before the final match, but all right, let's just run it back. So we're on the draw. We have no green mana. We have green spells, though, and then a Sparring Mummy at 4. This hand's pretty awkward. I think we're going to keep it, though. This hand is a green mana away from looking really good. We did cut a green mana, but we replaced it with a Evolving Wild, so it's basically like having the same amount of green mana. Alright, Evolving Wilds is awkward right now. Evolving Wilds is real awkward right now. The difference between playing a 3-1 and not playing a 3-1 was that Evolving Wilds right now. So we'll make the best use of mana here, spit out a fatty. I mean, we could have just played a green spell, like, I guess essentially Initiate's Companion's like the same thing there. Because we only have 1 green mana. So we milled, he actually, that's kind of funny actually. We're just going to do Attendant because it makes the best use of mana. We could have just done Croc there, but I'm okay with this. I think we'll actually put the counter on itself. I was debating putting it on the flyer, but I don't think it actually matters. Could have put Cartouche out there too. Probably would have been just fine, honestly. I think it's nicer to play Cartouche when... Alright, our opponent just got mana screwed and lost there, so... we've all been there. Not good. We were an Evolving Wilds away from basically not doing anything to our opponent. But yeah, so opponent got mana screwed. Can this deck get there in round 3? We'll find out.